Hey everyone. Some of you had issues with assignment one of the fifth module, so I'm making a series of videos to help you go through the assignment step by step. The goal of the assignment is to introduce you to geoprocessing tools. So your first step is to create a project on ArcGIS, and I highly recommend saving your project folder in a local storage, whether it's your C drive or a USB flash drive. Just make sure it's not connected to any cloud-based storage in any way. That is to prevent issues down the line. So here's a project folder I made earlier. And I want to make sure my coordinate system is the right coordinate system for the assignment. You want to right click on your map in your contents pane and go down to your properties, and under coordinate system, uh, you can see your coordinate is WGS 1984, which is not what we need. You want to change that to NAD 1983 UTM zone 10. Once you apply that and click OK, see that your map changes. Our next step is to add the geodatabase we downloaded from Learning Hub. Now that brings the feature classes in that geodatabase in our project file. So what you want to do is hover on databases folder and right click on it. From these options, you want to click on add database. So the file I extracted is samplingtools.gdb. You want to select that and hit OK. Right, now we can see the geodatabase here. We can see the feature classes it brought with it. Our next step is to drag them and drop them in our contents pane. Now you can't see anything here. It automatically zooms into layer, but this base map doesn't let you see it until you change it to another base map. So the assignment wants you to change it to imagery. Here it is. We can see our layers. Everything's looking good so far. So that was our first two pages. Um, Next step is to create a polygon feature class. So for this step, you have to hover on your assignments geodatabase, which in this case I named it M5 underline A1. You're going to right click on it and hover over new. Now you have multiple things here. You have feature dataset, you have feature class, table, view. What we want to create first is feature dataset. So the output is our geodatabase. That's perfect. You have to name it in page 5 of the instructions. The name is written for you. You can just copy and paste it. It's going to be named sampling tool practice. The coordinate system, that's a very important one. If you select the wrong coordinate system, every feature you create under this is going to have the wrong coordinate system. It's not going to show up in your map. It's going to show up in the wrong places. So you want to click on this drop-down menu, and your first option is current map. You want to select that. You can see NAT 1983 UTM Zone 10 is automatically selected for us. You can go ahead and run it. So this was created without any problems. Our next step is to add feature classes. Now we need a polygon and a line. In order to do that, you want to hover on sampling tool practices in your catalog pane and right click on it. Then you want to hover over new and select the first one, feature class. So the name is written in the assignment for you. Project area. You can just copy that and paste it here under name. Now we are making a polygon, so that's why we call it project area. So we don't need to change this. This is the first option. We leave it that way. We don't need to change anything here. Z value is correct. Now hit next and next. You want to make sure your coordinate system matches your map. Just hit next to the end and hit finish. So the feature class was created here and it automatically appeared in our contents pane as well. Our next step is to repeat the same process and create a feature line. We're going to name it project line. I'm just going to copy that from the instructions and paste it here. Just make sure when you're making features, you don't put any space between the letters. Because sometimes if you put a space, it doesn't work properly. So since this is a line, we want to change polygon to line. Now everything else should be fairly similar to our previous step. You want to hit finish. There you go. We have project line, project area, and they both appear on our contents pane as well. So our next step is to create an area with our polygon and create a line that goes through the middle. In order to do that, you want to go to Edit. Once you open the Edit ribbon, you can hover over Create, select it. Now, Create Features window opens on your right, and you can see your feature classes. You want to zoom into this area, and you want to select Project Area. Just make sure that the first option is selected. It's called Create a Polygon feature. Now you can see your cursor is changed. It's like an at symbol. So you just want to create your polygon by clicking around the boundary of your designated area. Now, if you want to move around the map, um, you can do that while you're doing this if you're using a mouse. If you're using a mouse, just uh, click on your mouse wheel, and that lets you move around the map without having to um, zoom out and zoom in or uh, coming out of your create feature. So I'm just gonna complete this. Now, in order to close my polygon, there's three ways about it. I can create my last vertical here and come down to this square with a check mark on it. It says finish. If I click on that, it closes my polygon. The other way to do it is by right-clicking and selecting finish, or by clicking F2 on my keyboard. Now, the other way to close the polygon is by double-clicking on your last vertical. That's what I just did. So I just created this polygon. If you're happy with it, you can move to the next. You can move to the next step, which is creating a line. So you want to hover over your project line, click on it, and make sure the first option is selected. Create a line feature. Now try to center the line in the middle horizontally and create a line. Try to be as precise as you can. I guess I'm happy with that. Okay, so I just created my polygon and my line. You can also change the color of your polygon by double clicking on that and then going over properties. And you can change the transparency as well. Same thing with your line. You can change the line width and color, and there it is. All right, so the next step is creating randomized sampling points. I will end the first video here and see you in the next video.